See, that's why I don't like liking people, because as soon as I start catching feelings for a motherfucker, I go insane. Like, I literally go insane. And the thing is, I am very self aware. So I will preemptively tell you before we start talking, I'm crazy as Something I realized a long time ago is that women are not allowed to be ugly. Like, being an ugly woman is unforgivable in society.
One thing about them strip clubs you gotta remember, stripper arms are not like regular women's arms. They do not know how to touch you delicately. Delicately. That don't sound right. Delicately.
What's good, y'all? Your boy back again. Y'all see what time it is? Let's go.
I stand people who be like, well, if it was me, I would've. I don't care what you would've done. What don't you get? You'll go to someone and tell them a story, and they'll be like, well, you know, if it was me, I would've.
You wouldn't have done shit.
Okay, you would've done shit different. Stop trying to act like you're some omnipresent being who can see the future and would've seen the outcome already happen. Like, what are you talking about? Something, well, I would've done it. How about you shut the
Up for 3 seconds.
and maybe you can see why I didn't do that. Like, damn. I can't stand people who be like,
Man, niggas love to tell you what they would do if they had whatever gift you had. Man, if I was that tall, I'd be in the league right now. Man, if I was that smart, man, if my parents had that much money, I'd do this and that. And no matter what you do, they'll always try to make it seem like you're not using your gift correctly or you're not living up to your potential.
One of the best feelings to feel when you're with women, and I think every man feels it at some point in their life, no matter what age, is when you just genuinely don't care. Like, you absolutely don't care. Like, you're there with her and you're just chilling. Like, your life's going great, you've been working hard, you know you're gonna say all the right things, you're confident in yourself, and you just don't have to think about how the night's gonna go. I don't know how else to describe it. It's something that every guy, I think, experiences, so you guys know what I'm talking about, but your vibe is just attractive because you just don't care, because you're secure in yourself and what you have going on. One of the best...
This is facts, but y'all know women love to try to lie about what they like, and I used to fall for this when I was younger. They'll say things to you like, you just too cocky for me, or why you don't have no emotions. It's like you don't even care about me. And after a while, I would start to let this type of stuff bother me, because it's like, damn, I don't want my girl to think I don't care about her. Now, these other females who I'm just talking to or might just be smashing, I don't really care about that. But when my girl would say this, it would bother me. But I didn't realize that the way I was in the beginning was why she was all over me in the first place. So yeah, they might say they don't like this and that, but if she's still all in your face, then it doesn't matter what she's saying. Go off of her actions.
That's what people lose interest pretty quickly after you don't give them what they want. So pay attention to people who get frustrated or who keep trying to like insinuate that y'all should be physical or be intimate, and then when you're like, oh no, I'm okay, or I'm not ready for that, and they keep like trying to find ways to convince you, whether verbally or non-verbally. And if you start to notice them disappearing or becoming inconsistent when y'all don't become physical, that's a big red flag. I'm telling y'all right now, holding out will give the trash a chance to take itself out. Lustful people.
This is just her finding a way to put it on the man and make it seem like he's the problem. But the truth is, some guy she liked tried to smash, but she thought she was going to make him work for it, and he didn't want to because he didn't like her enough to do all of that. But she wants to make it seem like it's something wrong with the guy, like he's just so thirsty or so lustful that he just couldn't wait. But no, he can wait, or he's willing to work for it, just not with you, because he doesn't like you that much.
Something I realized a long time ago is that women are not allowed to be ugly. Like, being an ugly woman is unforgivable in society. No matter what you have, what you've accomplished, what you've done, what you succeeded in, if you are unattractive, men will punish you for that. And it's funny because you never hear stuff like medium ugly girls, stuff like that. Nobody talks about that, because to be considered an ugly woman in society is like the worst sin you can commit. You aren't allowed to be unattractive. You have to try to attain some kind of level of attraction to be seen as a good person or a good woman. And people make it seem like when I say that I'm being ridiculous, but have you guys seen how they treat people how they treat women that they deem unattractive? Like, I can't be the only one seeing that.
She's saying this because if a woman is unattractive, then a lot of times she can't get her dream guy. But So what? Why should the man of her dreams look past all of these beautiful women and pick her funny looking ass or her average looking ass? It wouldn't make sense for him to do that if that's not what he wants, or if he doesn't feel like she makes up for it in some way. It wouldn't make sense for him to do that. And it's not his fault that she's delusional and thinks that she deserves the same thing as all these other chicks when they're not the same. But at the end of the day, even if she's not attractive, she still can get a man who is attractive, who probably brings much more to the table than she does. It just won't be the man of her dreams. So he might have a lot of the things that she wants, but he's still missing certain things. And she'll have a problem with this, even though she knows she's unattractive. She's losing in the face and in the body category, but still will feel like this guy isn't good enough.
One thing about them strip clubs you gotta remember, stripper arms are not like regular women's arms. They do not know how to touch you delicately. Delicately. That don't sound right. Delicately. Don't be stupid, bitch. Delicately. Is that right? Delicately. They don't know how to touch you delicately. Almost had it. Delicately. Delicately. That's the word I'm looking for. Delicately. Got it.
Now, I know it's normal for people to stutter or to misspeak from time to time, but that's not what's going on here. This is the type of guys that go to the strip club in 2025. Guys who are either slow or desperate or both. And then you have a small percentage who really have money to blow, and they get a different type of treatment when they go to the club. So it's different for them. But that's not the majority. Most guys are going to the club and paying to have a chick tease them, and they are spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars over time paying just for this chick to tease them. That's it. But if you're that desperate, wouldn't it make more sense just for you to pay for what you really want? But guys believe that they should pay for it indirectly and pay even more, hoping that they end up getting what they want instead of just paying for what they want, which makes no damn sense at all. Because, yeah, both situations will be considered thirsty or desperate, but one is clearly more thirsty than the other.
Y'all bitches be like, stay away from those girls that don't have any friends. No, stay away from y'all bitches that's friends with everybody. Y'all hoes be playing it safe. I got problems with some bitches because I won't be fake. Y'all bitches be like,
see, the people who are fake and friendly, they talk down on the people who aren't fake and friendly, and they'll make it seem like you just don't have a bunch of friends because there's something wrong with you. But the reason why they have a bunch of friends is because they don't mind being fake and dealing with a bunch of fake shit. Then when you say that, they'll just deflect. Oh, so you think you perfect? You think you better than somebody? Because that's where people always go. Whenever you say you don't do something that they do and you have a logical explanation for it, they never actually address what you said. They'll just ignore the point and try to imply or say that you think you better than somebody.
See, that's why I don't like liking people, because as soon as I start catching feelings for a motherfucker, I go insane. Like, I literally go insane. And the thing is, I am very self-aware. So I will preemptively tell you, before we start talking, I'm crazy as fuck. Like, I you know how long it's been since this nigga talked and I'm over here losing my motherfucking mind over some shit that wasn't even no real shit? It was a situationship? Bitch, I am insane. That's why you should have never fucked with me, because I'm literally insane. I don't play about my feelings. I crash out about my feelings because, bitch, now you got me fucked up. You're playing with me. You're playing with my heart. You're playing with my emotions. You're playing with my mind. You're playing with my soul. Don't do that. Don't do that, because now I got to show you I'm really a crazy ass bitch. The crazy bitch that I told you I was in the jump.
See, they will say all of this and make it seem like they'll be crazy because the guy is playing with them, but you already admitted that you were crazy from the jump. So you're not crazy because he's playing with your feelings. You're crazy because it's just who you are. So you're going to find a reason to do what you're used to doing. So a lot of times the guy wasn't playing games with her. They just got mad because he didn't like him as much as they wanted him to. Now she's in her feelings because he made her feel like she's not good enough. And he didn't actually do anything to intentionally make her feel this way. He just didn't give her what the hell she wanted.
So you talking to somebody, they do something you don't like. You want to know why people stop expressing the shit that they don't like when they talking to somebody, or they kind of just like go ghost, or kind of like go closed off, is because they already know that you're not going to acknowledge their feelings in a proper light. It's not going to be received properly. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has an excuse. If for some reason we live in a world where it's like you'll tell somebody like, hey, like, I don't appreciate how you did this, or you did some weird shit, or you know what I'm saying, the way you made me feel when you said that it instead of like, really, like, how did that make you feel? Like, I really want to know. I didn't realize it. Instead of that, it's always like, well, I didn't think it was that deep. Like, I just feel like it's always an excuse. Like, people can't just acknowledge other people's feelings no more. Like, why? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why is that the case, bruh? You feel me? Like, everybody has an excuse for why they did what they did, for why they said what they said. And that's why people are just being closed off. They don't even want to express to you how you made them feel anymore, because it's not being received well.
Yeah, man, this shit is so weird, but this is why I say some people you just can't win. Because if you don't say nothing and you just fall back, then it's why you didn't tell me. But if you do say something, then they just gonna gaslight you and say it wasn't like that, or say you just trying to make them feel bad, or something along those lines. And it's the same with telling people your business. If you tell certain people your business, it's not like they will have anything encouraging to say. Then they're just gonna think you're trying to say this and that because you want to sound like you have a lot going on or something like that. No, they're going to make it seem like you just bragging, or like you have to make an announcement before you do things, like you seeking their validation or approval or something like that. But then if you do the opposite and you don't tell anybody your business, now they're going to say, oh, why he so secretive? Why he keeping secrets? Why he don't want to tell nobody nothing? Why he acting funny? You can't win. But hey, I said enough on this one, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, your boy, y'all.